topic of today's YouTube video is change, because I've heard a lot about change lately. My friends have been telling me about change, and there's just a lot of ideas that are going around about this. Someone yesterday was telling me, it sucks when people change, especially the people you're dating. Like, you date someone in high school, they go to college, and all of a sudden, oh my gosh, like, you were a nerd in high school, now you're a stripper. Things like that. People can change a lot. So it's really hard to know, who your life partner will be or who's going to be a good person to date when people change so rapidly. You can meet a person 1 year later and they're completely different. And there's also just a lot of changes we go through in our own lives, from what seems like good periods of life to what seems like a bad period of life. Like someone else told me yesterday as well. Sometimes you have a lady, you have a car, and you have a job, and you have a house, and then you have nothing. So, you can go from having the whole package, American dream, lady, car, whatever else you want, to having absolutely nothing. But is one really better than the other? Is it good to have everything? Is it bad to have nothing? These are really confusing concepts. So I'm going to introduce two terms today from Indian philosophy and the philosophy of yoga. These two terms are Purusha. Oh, this is like mirror image shit. And Prakriti. Purusha is like your soul. Prakriti are all material things. Things that are in form would be a Prakriti. Your body, the sandwich you ate this morning, your lunch, your house, any material form, or your body. And Purusha is never, it can't be changed. It's formless. It's your consciousness. Purusha is the consciousness. But guess what? Purusha is actually a manifestation of Prakriti, because Prakriti form is creation. It's manifestation. And Prakriti manifests Purusha. So these two things are very connected, but they're two opposite parts of one whole picture. And that's just like our concept of good and bad. They're complete opposites, but essentially they are both equal parts of one world. And so it's because of our confusion distinguishing Purusha from Prakriti that we have so much just stress in our lives, because we can't decide if this thing was good that happened to us, if it was bad that happened to us. We always try to define things. Even heaven and hell, that is the most inaccurate assumption ever. There is no heaven and hell. There's no good. There's no bad. It's completely an illusion to think that there's this heaven and hell, because each person has their own perception of something. One person's hell might be another person's heaven. It's like, the best example I can come up for this is longboarding. A sick hill. A sick hill for me that I just get to cruise down, go about 30. It's going to be an awesome experience for me, but to someone who doesn't longboard, that's going to suck. They're going to break every bone in their body. So a good hill to one person is not a good experience to another. And this just proves that heaven and hell cannot possibly exist, because there is only one consciousness, and we can't, say that one thing is hell and one thing is heaven when it's all part of one thing. And so I've gotten really kind of off topic from our changes. But how this all does tie back is that, okay, let me get my thoughts together. This is a very complex topic. This all relates back to that there are two ontological realities. And things always change in our lives. Like me moving back from Corvallis to Portland changes. And we can look at those changes as being good or bad, or we can just look at them as experiences. And if we really are to distinguish Purusha from Prakriti and exit from this constant cycle of confusing the two, we can see that it's not bad to stop going to OSU. It's not good. It just is what it is. And all changes then are neither for good nor bad. It's not better to go up the hill than down the hill. There's just as much fun going up as down. Left and right are no different, not better or worse from the other. It's just like good and bad. And so accept your changes as being part of one reality. And I wish everyone more liberated state of mind and peaceful day. All right, peace out.